Hey scrappers, if you're looking to figure out what materials you should sell this week or hold this week, now is the time to do it. Our weekly report is going to give you that information, up-to-date market news, pricing. Let's get right into it and we'll talk about it inside. Hey scrappers, I am here. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of August, 2022. I'm spending a couple of days out with my family, so I'm up at the beach, and that's why we have a different background. But that doesn't mean that the market stopped because I take a couple of days off. So I want to talk about some of them. I'm definitely going to be talking about the catalytic converter prices in a separate YouTube member-only video, talking about how some of the platinum prices are going to be changing. So make sure you tune into that. If you're not a member, you can become one, and you'll get access to some videos that we post. Now, let's get right into the weekly report. Today, I want to go back to a little bit of the basic and the ABCs: aluminum, brass, copper, and steel. Now, I'm actually throwing in kind of a bonus in there, the catalytic converters we'll talk about briefly, but don't forget, if you're a member on our YouTube channel, you'll be able to get some exclusive content about the catalytic converter and platinum prices. So let's start right at the top, aluminum prices. What I've read in the last week and a half is not going to be good for aluminum producers in Europe, but it could be good for the scrap prices. With the Russians starting to tamper back on the gas going into Europe, we're starting to see some production problems in major places like Germany. They're having problems with their zinc, with their aluminum output. And because of that, we're seeing the prices starting to increase slowly. Now, I don't think that we're going to see a rapid increase like we could in the copper markets where they could jump 50 cents in a month and a half. But I do think that by the fall and early winter, even by the end of this year, we could see a 10 to 20 cent uptick. So you might want to start holding on to some of your higher grades of aluminum if you're looking to cash in. A lot of people that we read online are saying how they're going to be holding things. And of course, I have my buy, my sell, my holds that I recommend every single week. And this might be one that you want to start to hold as there is some information coming out there. Let's move on to the B, the brass. That's an item that I continue to say sell. Now, brass is made of copper and zinc, and we've had a very nice rally in the copper markets, but brass prices have increased, and we think that if you're going to move materials, moving your brass is another good one. But if you are a gambler and you want to be able to have those markets go up even more, you might see the zinc prices starting to have a negative manufacturing output as well in Europe. Zinc and copper go into many grades of brass, and you might start to see those prices increasing as well. Now we'll move to copper. With copper prices bottoming out on a trading level at $3.15 a pound, we've seen a very healthy increase of 50 cents a pound since that bottom. We've now started to see the copper prices increasing, but one thing that we're starting to see is an upward trend in copper prices, a slowdown in manufacturing, not only due to the European crisis, but also because of the COVID zero policy in China. We've seen manufacturing hiccups there. And if you want to push forward, we just saw another $700 billion package produced by the government to promote clean energy. That's going to be promoting more electric vehicles, which of course we have lots of podcasts that you can always reference. And if you don't have access to any of those, you can get them through the app, which you can download today, which also shows you our weekly reports, different prices, allows you to post prices online. Just a really nice way for you to get into the scrap metal world and get tips that people at your scrap yard or other scrappers may not always be reliable for. Now, last but not least, steel. Steel prices have really had a nice rebound, with prices jumping $30 to $40 per ton over the last 60 days. Now, that's really nice considering we saw such a rundown in the steel market, with oil prices stabilizing between $90 and $95 per barrel. We started to see some nice price inputs. And of course, our economist Mark has some really good insight this week on how the electric vehicles, how the solar, how a lot of these prices on fuel could be having an uptick later this year, which could be leading to more manufacturing problems. And we actually could start to see more production delays, forcing some steel prices to have an upward trend. So we're hoping to see another $30 to $40 per ton added by the end of September into October. So this is another really good piece of information. Now, you want to learn more about catalytic converter prices? We will have a member exclusive video coming out shortly talking about what's going on with the platinum markets. RRCats.com, of course, is always quoting your catalytic converters and holding your catalytic converter prices for 10 business days, as well as providing free shipping on all OEM catalytic converters. So we'll talk about the catalytic converter prices shortly. But overall, with the ABCs kind of going into effect, we really saw some nice movement and market news over the last week. Items we continue to that we're selling that we think that you might want to sell: brass, light iron, shred, insulated wire grades that you're not stripping, your computer wires, your extension cords, things like that you really shouldn't be spending your time on. There's ways to make more money by taking apart air conditioners and other things. And not only do we have hundreds of videos and blogs on those, you can check it out, talk to people online, see what their opinions are. If you're looking for advice on what to hold: copper, heavy steel, aluminum prices, 3 items that we think that could have a really nice uptick over the next few weeks and months going into the winter time. The energy crunch is going to be something that we continue to look at. And if you have more questions on that, we think that you should continue to tune into our weekly reports, download the app, get app notifications, make sure your location services are turned on so you can find scrapyards that are in your area, as well as view prices that other scrappers are reporting. Scrappers, this is Tom from iScrap. Today is the 24th of August. Markets really are in a good position going into September, where we traditionally see those summer slowdowns, which we did, but we did see a really nice rebound starting in August, which was really, to be honest, not expected by me. I expected a rebound to start midway through September into October. So seeing these prices rebound could be a positive sign. We do have a few things that we'll be watching. The midterm elections, of course, are going to have impacts on commodities because different legislations will impact things in different ways. Our oil prices will continue to do it. And let us know what you're looking for so we can continue to push that weekly. Make sure that if you're looking for information on catalytic converters, you tune into our exclusive video coming next. Members, any of you that are looking to learn about those platinum and those cap prices, let us know. We'll have that video coming soon. Scrappers, this is Tom, and I'll scrap you later. Thanks for checking out this scrap video. For more exclusive scrap video content, please become a YouTube member of our channel today. Thank you, and I'll scrap you later.